Isaac Kappy was a Hollywood actor who became known for publicly accusing powerful figures in the entertainment industry of child SA and other crimes. He made headlines in 2018 when he named several celebrities in videos and social media posts, claiming they were involved in traffic jams of the human variety and attraction to those who are not yet adults. His accusations gained traction in certain online communities, especially among those already suspicious of Hollywood elites. Before this, Kappy had minor roles in films like Thor and Terminator Salvation, as well as the TV show Breaking Bad. However, after making his allegations, he faced a lot of backlash, including social media bans and legal issues. Some reports suggest he was under financial strain and was being investigated for allegedly threatening public figures. On May 13, 2019, Kappy allegedly ended his life in Belmont, Arizona. Right before, he posted a long message on social media saying he had made mistakes, betrayed people, and taken money he shouldn't have. His death sparked speculation, with some believing he was silenced for exposing the truth, while others saw it as a tragic end of someone struggling with personal and psychological issues. His story remains controversial, with different perspectives on whether he was a whistleblower, mentally unwell, or both. The following video is for informational and archival purposes only. It does not promote, endorse, or encourage any conspiracy theories, harmful actions, harassment, or misinformation. The content presented reflects the original statements made by Isaac Kappy and does not necessarily represent the views, beliefs, or opinions of the uploader. I encourage critical thinking, independent research, and respectful discussion. Any allegations or claims mentioned should be considered in their historical context and not as verified facts. This video complies with YouTube's community guidelines and is intended for educational and journalistic purposes. Any sensitive topics are addressed responsibly and do not promote harm, violence, or harassment of any individual or group.
What's up? What's up, Hidden Narrative? Light L, Modley, Iana, Marilyn, Crystal, hello everybody. So it came to my attention that there were people on the Q research board saying some pretty weird things about me, and I was like, well, hey, let's do a Q&A, put it out there, anybody that wants to. As always, I'm right here. You know, there's a lot of disinformation, which you guys are, I'm sure, aware of. And I was actually on the keyboard just a few minutes ago, like, oh, let's look around. They were complaining. There's all these people complaining that this book about QAnon is popular. They're complaining that it's popular. And they're just like, well, it's probably disinformation to make Q look bad, blah, blah, blah. Oh, boy. So I didn't feel nearly as bad. I did not feel nearly as bad after, after looking at that. I'm like, well, some people you just can never win with. I'm hoping some of those people show up. I'll address this one. They're talking about me. We have a cult leader, a guy who collected data from molested individuals, a con artist claiming he is from another planet, and a stolen valor bitch, all claiming to be spokespeople of the Q movement. So it's representative of the stupidity presented through that. I want to know why Kappy, a guy who claims some seriously shady things, such as being at that party and him having sleepovers with kids, collected data from victims and what he did with it. Whoa, boy. What's up, Tracy? I guess we'll have to address those each. A cult leader. Who's my cult? I tell people to research and think for themselves. In the very beginning, when I came out, I said, don't make this about me. Decentralize. All right? That is the exact opposite of a cult leader. A cult leader wants to grab they want to grab everything in. Okay. A guy who collected data from individuals. Great. A lot of people reached out to me. People are forgetting survivor stories. Do you remember that? Survivor stories from last summer when all those people uploaded videos about their experiences? That was me. I said, let's do survivor stories. That was me. So all these people came out. Other people, by the way, so many people reached out to me. And it wasn't like a one-size-fit-all thing. There was some information about active rings that got diverted to the proper authorities. There were some people with high-profile cases that I was like, here's the deal. It's going to be crazy. And it's not a one-size-fits-all. Some of those people I said, go just get an attorney. Like, just, if you come out now, it'll be crazy. Other people, a lot of people reached out with good intel about famous people. And then I used it to go at those famous people. Stephen King, Tom Cruise, Robert Zemeckis, Steven Spielberg. All of that information was info I got, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I already got the heat on me, but I'll go after him. I'll go after him for you. Did I vet those people? Yeah, I did. Did I just blindly run with anything? No, I didn't. Yeah, there were active rings that information got to the appropriate people. Let's see what else we got here. Claiming I am from another planet. Maybe if, we incarnate all over the place, but I don't think I ever said, I am from another planet. Don't think I did that. Stolen valor. Stolen valor. When have I ever said I was in the military? When have I ever said I was in the military? I have never ever said I was in the military. Are they saying I'm stolen valor because I wear a camouflage coat sometimes? Is that stolen valor now? Like, cause I never claimed to be in the military. Ever. Claiming to be a spokesperson of the Q movement. Did I ever claim to be a spokesperson of the Q movement? No. Not once. Not once did I say, I am a spokesperson of the Q movement. Did I ever say that? Nope. Oh, jeez. Ugh. So annoying. Oh, okay. A guy who claimed some serious shady things, such as being at that party. Yes, being at that party. Which one? The one in Malibu? Yeah. Him having sleepovers with kids. When did I claim to have sleepovers with kids? Oh, jeez. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There were, yeah. Oh, boy. So, yeah, that's the start. And I was like, yeah, tell him I'll do a stream. Guys, I have been very easy to contact. I have maintained really good contact. They said I'm a fraud. They said I'm a grifter. They said, all this crap. They say a lot of stuff. And, here I am. Ask me a question. Some Anon. It came to my attention that a bunch of Anons were like, Kappy, blah, blah, blah. Kappy's this, Kappy's that. And it hurt my feelings until, like, I went on there and saw all the, like, they're, like, shitting on this book that's getting popular, which I plugged. I'm like, hey, it's a book about Q. Should more people know about Q? Yeah, why not? That seems like a good idea. And now they're like, oh, this is horrible. Paid shills, yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's some paid shills. I think, though, there are also legitimately people who are like, fuck Kappy. Because, you know, there have been a lot of people that have published a lot of lies, slanders, shitty information about me. So, it makes a difference, guys. It's hurtful when people are always trying to literally destroy you. It ruins your ability to do a lot of stuff. And, you know, you get a bunch of people who probably, I don't think all of them are shills, but, you know, you get people who are probably have the same overarching goals as you, but then they're like, whoa. So annoying. So annoying. Oh, one of them was like, why is he swiveling in his chair? It's like, geez, dudes. Like, I can't swivel in a chair. I can't have fun. I can't have fun. I think they hate that I have fun. I have fun with this. I think people should have fun with this. I think if we have joy, then it strengthens our cause instead of like, oh, scared. By the way, before I came out, not as many people were, like, not even close to as many people were, like, ready to go on Twitter and just talk crap to all these assholes like Stephen King, right? But bravery is contagious. Bravery is contagious, guys. Fun is contagious, too. Ridicule is hilarious, and it's a great tool. They hate my joy. Yeah, people that hate joy should just get off, like, go do something else. Like, we've been in a frequency war on this planet for as long as any of us have been alive. They want you to feel down. They want you to feel like crap. Laughter is contagious. Yes, laughter is contagious. Fun is contagious. Bravery is contagious. Also, you know, sadness and ignorance are also contagious, but we don't like that. No comment, Turtle. We have fun. Yes, guys, we have fun. We have fun. If we're gonna save the world together, why not have fun doing it? Oh, another one, like, they put up a picture of David Brock and me. And I'm like, guys, here is a guy, David Brock, who I've personally been at war with his whole operation since Laura Silsby, 2016. This is a guy who had the media portray me as a violent psychopath, as unhinged, as a deranged conspiracy theorist, right? So when I walk up to him, and he's like, this, and I'm like, let's take a picture of me just calm, right? That destroys their narrative about me, okay? They're like, a picture with David Brock. Yeah, no, we knew it. Now it's a disinformation show. This picture proves it. Yeah, because I walked up at a guy at Politicon. I was like, oh, it's David Brock. This is going to be hilarious. Yeah, so it's a bit frustrating. At times. He probably shat himself when I took the picture. Yeah, you should have seen when I walked up. He was like crumbling. And I was like, David Brock? He's like, maybe they have a different worldview and you give credit to reincarnation and things different. Yeah, people have different worldviews. This is one thing about Christians. I grew up in churches, alright? One thing that bothers the living heck out of me about Christians, they'll be like, do you accept your Christ, Lord Jesus Christ? And like, if you have to believe exactly what they believe about God. Exactly. It has to be exactly what they believe, or else they flip out. It's the height of ignorance. It's people who grew up in rigid churches are very resistant to religious spirituality talk. That's right. That is 100% right. And that's me. And this whole Great Awakening experience has been awesome, because now I'm like, you know what? Just because these people who were jerks said they were of God doesn't mean that they speak for God, right? Right? Just because my dad, who was like, I love God more than anything, I love him, and just because him, who physically abused me as a child, like a lot, so much so that my grandpa was like, hey, you need to go easy on your son, right? That he does not speak for all people who love Jesus or God, right? So that's one thing about people who call themselves Christians, who are really fucking mean and not understanding, not spiritually enlightened, and they kill joy. Killing joy is the opposite of living in the spirit of Jesus. Yeah. Joy killers, sorry. Sorry. It's you're doing it wrong. If you're trying to kill joy, you are a dickhead. Straight up. Controlling. Yeah, it's control. They use it to control. Am I on house arrest? No, I'm not on house arrest. I'm not on house arrest. I don't get out of the house much for a few reasons, but no, I'm not on house arrest. Not even a little bit. Whitewashed bowls, but dirty on the inside, like Jesus said. Yeah. There have been so many people, and there are still, who use a pious exterior to hide very dark hearts and very dark acts. The first time I became aware of SRA was dating a girl back in I think 2004, 2005 is when she told me that her mother was abused ritually by her grandfather, who was a priest in Manhattan Beach. So, look at the Pope. Look at the Catholic Church. It's nothing new. Stuff's been going on for a while. What else? Here for the questions. I'm in your prayers every day since we met. Thank you so much, June Blossom. Thank you. Thank you. Kappy, the left black eye initiation ritual thing. Yeah, I don't know exactly what that's about. I wonder if maybe they put something in there. How do I support myself? Not too well lately. Not that well. As you can imagine, Hollywood isn't banging down my door to give me gigs anymore. And yeah. I had planned on making a bunch of smaller sculptures of my bigger ones to because I figured people like you might want them, but my tools got stolen. That's alright. It'll all work out. I'm gonna swivel just to make the haters mad. Why is he swiveling? What else? Questions. Light me up, guys. Ask me tough questions. That's the thing, I've been so open. I'm like, ask me anything. Here you go. Oh, thanks, Dad is woke. Well, I'll tell you what. I do have that single coming out, so you can buy that. Voice, yeah, hopefully, Marquette. I think there's going to be a big market for people who are not Illuminati compromised and are artists and musicians. Like, they'll be like, hey, yeah, like, let's support people that we like and aren't blackmailed by heck of a concept, right? Heck of a concept. How did I break into Hollywood? Any stupid initiations? No, I was living in New Mexico, and they started getting all these movies I auditioned for small parts and started getting a bunch of them, and then decided to move to LA. You would love that, exactly. People like, can we listen to music from that Dark to Light song? I've always felt like I definitely fought for the side of good, right? But thinking about singing about God, I had this response like, oh, so it was a lot of it was an interesting experience. It was an elucidating experience. It was a little bit difficult at first. Like, I was like, oh, how can I sing about this and like really be honest? And so it was cool. I find that most Christian music is boring. And I would never try to market myself as I'm a Christian musician. I don't know. I feel like it cheapens the art, maybe. I've just been kind of exploring that and exploring my biases. That's one thing. Awakening means like you discover stuff about you're like, whoa, how did I believe that? Can I put the link for the Bible group in Telegram? That's not my room. I can ask them if they're open to having more, or maybe they could start a separate one. I'll ask them though, if that's something you guys are into. I'll ask them. What's it like being compared to David Koresh? I didn't even know I was, because of the cult thing. Well, David Koresh was surrounded by lots of people all the time, and I'm a little bit jealous of that. The social life hasn't been the greatest since I came out, for a number of reasons. So I would say I'm a little bit, yeah, if I'm a cult leader, aren't cult leaders like in compounds surrounded by like a bunch of people? People who are woke see through the demonization. I think so too. I think if people watch me for more than 30 minutes, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, like this guy's not lying. I'm a cult leader without all the bennies. Yeah. If I'm a cult leader, this is like the zero benefits version. Bob Ross. These industry people, unfortunately, are shepherds. Too many who have been blinded. Yep, that's true. God knows all our hearts. He sure does. It's sad that speaking truth is isolating. Yeah, it is. It is, but you know, what's that saying about prophets are never loved in their own time or own land? If that's very funny. Apollomoto says, if Kappy ever asks to sleep with your wife, girlfriend, that's when you know it's a cult. That's a fair deal. If I ever ask to sleep with your wife or girlfriend, you can straight up call me a cult leader. We can make that deal. They'll probably edit that little thing down where I said you could call me a cult leader. They'll just edit that down. See, I told you. The stolen valor thing, blows my mind. I'm just like, where do they come up with this shit? Jesus said, if they don't accept you, dust the dirt off your feet and walk away. Believe it now. What else? What else? Am I gonna paint a picture? Nah. What's up, LS5? First day on Periscope. Welcome. Hi. Oh, thanks, Sweet Peach. I know you guys do. I know you believe me. Like, it's just a little frustrating when you love. Thanks, Monko. Thank you. Russia collusion is dying. Will Mueller report lead to bigger meltdown than 2016? I think it will be a lot of just like people just like walking around disillusioned. I hope they don't get stupid. The weaponization of Trump hate, these people should be in jail. They're literally tearing this country apart over lies. It's awful. How did I get back on Periscope? I kept checking. It wouldn't work. And then one day it started working again. So. Interesting. Trump admin filing memorandum yesterday stating Russia hack never happened. Well, we know that. We know it was Seth Rich. We've known for a long time. That is interesting, though. That is interesting. Oh, thank you, Cassandra. His name was Seth Rich. That's right. In the DNC versus Russian Federation case. Yeah, I don't even know why they filed that. Like, they know it's false. They wouldn't hand over their server to the FBI. You still have your Twitter. Yeah. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. They filed a case for information laundering purposes. Oh, interesting. To get stuff sealed up or what? Give it credibility. It has none. It has none. Where's that trump card? Bump. I don't do watercolors, Monko. Loopholes around the loopholes. So good. So good. I love that. You wonder why Anthony Weiner hasn't talked since being released. Did he throw Hilldog into the fire? Hope so. Hope so. Probably. I think the Spacey and Nexium trials are this month, right? How come I'm not on TV anymore? Well, this might probably come as a shock to none of you, but the entertainment industry is not happy with me. At least the mainstream entertainment industry is not happy with me. Oh well. Guess I don't have to work for. Same reason Roseanne isn't on TV. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Man, they did Roseanne so dirty. When I think about those cast members on her show that were just threw her under the bus and like, yeah, we'll just do the show without her. Like, it's her fucking show. You're doing it without her. And like, Sarah Gilbert. Me and Roseanne on a show. She's pretty funny. She's a funny one. Sarah Gilbert is annoying. Yeah, Sarah Gilbert is bigly annoying. And, yes, thank you, Valerie Jarrett does look like Dr. Zeus or Dr. Zaius. Valerie Jarrett looks like Dr. Zaius. They had the same freaking haircut. All right, that's facts. That is facts. Hello, Desiree. Yeah, the cast was appalling. They've ridden her coattails for years, and then just throw her under the bus. That's like this Trump hate. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Roseanne's interview with Candace Owens was awesome. You liked it? I watched about half of it. It was very normie-centric for me, so I was a little bit bored. But someone noticed the other day, they're like, it looks like there's a Q in the background on the set. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was very interesting. You didn't see that one? Does Roseanne follow? Yes, Roseanne came out. Yeah, big time. Roseanne came out for Q big time. Oh, yes. Let's cover that. AOC. It looks like she's going to get charged for some shit. Money laundering. Oh, it turns out she might just be stupid and not a secret plant. She might just be a total idiot. Yeah. $1 million diverted to $1 million to her. Who is it? Yeah. AOC is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Didn't the creator of Minecraft come out in support of Q? Yes, he did. Notch came out in support of Q. Notch also tweeted over a year ago, Pizzagate is real. So good on Notch for using his platform to educate. Occasional cortex, that's right. Vincent Kennedy said keep an eye on our Green Deal. Yeah. I think that was seeded for the it was seeded into consciousness for the new tech. Tesla tech, new energy. Is that my painting in the background? No, it's not. It's not my painting. Although I would like to do a little set design in here sometime soon. Free energy. Yes, that Tesla tech. AOC is totally unencumbered by knowledge of any kind. Yep. Those are useful idiots, though. You gotta beware of useful idiots. In Hollywood, there's a lot of them. They're just human sock puppets a lot of the time. Oh, by the way, I've been talking about Judd Apatow lately. He was on the Get Michael Jackson train. I'm like, oh, of course you are. Of course you are. Gosh, I'm so tired of these people. So tired of these people. All right. Better? Is that better? Muted our boy Munko. He's still allowed to watch, just sometimes people should contribute if you want to, but contribute. Yeah. You're welcome, Tracy. You are very welcome indeed. He was attacking Crystal. Well, now he's not, because he's muted, so there we go. I feel like there was... Okay, so there's Ocasio stuff. I feel like there might have been some other things that I wanted to address. Oh, this was another thing from the 8chan stuff. I want to know, because I believe him on this, the Scientology connection to the situation from New York with the raw food restaurant and connection to Baldwin Clinton and so on. I don't think I ever spoke on that, honestly. But what I did come to find out recently is that Scientology is tied in with real estate deals through Hasidic Jews in New York City. So that is pretty crazy. I think Oprah is trying to make a distraction from being associated with John of God? Yeah, of course. Of course. Can't stand that woman. It's a bad, bad, bad lady. Very bad lady. One thing. Yeah. Q last night brought up Google and their censored search engine. And they said, did the fire in China cause Google to continue work from California? So, Google. Symbolism will be their downfall. Yeah, they had a bunch of symbols on there. You're welcome, Sweet Peach. You are welcome. Yes, Shark Belly Kelly. I did know that. I did know that. I want to do an episode about Judaism and the Holocaust. I've been gathering research, but yeah, that's true. That is a true fact. That's where the whole blood libel term comes from. It's confusing. What's confusing, Tess? What's confusing? Oh, Khazarians. Yeah. Yeah, Khazarian. It's confusing. Well, there's the sect within that hides within Judaism. There's, it's cult. It's the cult that hides within. They like shield themselves, just like the Holocaust. They sacrificed some Jews, like the Jews in Germany and Poland. They sacrificed. They're like, oh yeah, it's fine. We'll just use that as leverage to get our state. The bad guys sacrificing some of Jews. Did my family practice Judaism? No. Nope. Holocaust translate to burnt offering. Yep, that's right. That's right. That is right. I think we are sorely lacking in knowledge about the Holocaust, the true nature of what happened. Yeah, these are spicy red pills. These are spicy red pills. I don't think there's literally no way that 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust. Sorry if that offends you, but that looks to be the truth. Definitely on that one. So, does it mean that all Jews are bad? No. Remember, we can't keep doing this group identity stuff. We can't keep doing group identity stuff. It just adds to separation, right? There's good Jews. There's bad Jews. There's good whites. There's bad whites. There's good blacks. There's bad blacks. It's just people. It's just people making individual choices. Yeah, pity one. Yeah. You can go to jail in Europe for saying that. I know. Like, doesn't that seem a bit odd? Like, it's... Talk about a psyop. Oh my gosh. The Holocaust has been weaponized as a psyop. Like, big time. Big time. You worked for Jewish people and they were awesome. Yeah. Of course. Like, not all Jewish people eat babies. Not all Jews are evil. Some call themselves Jews, but they are not Jews. They are the synagogue of Satan. That's straight out of Jesus' mouth. What about the Armenian Holocaust? I don't know. I don't know much about that at all. I don't have info on that. Oh, that everything's a psyop scope idea is classic. Well, it's, guys, I mean, it's, I felt like it needed to be said. People don't realize, well, you guys realize, 'cause you're smart and woke, but people don't realize how much that they just take for granted is psychological manipulation, right? Just saying that there were millions of Armenians killed, but no one talks about it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel woefully inept to comment on that. Q's symbolism post was quite interesting to me. You weren't aware of those particular items. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Google, the Masonic for Google Mail, the, yeah, all the seal of Satan. Yeah. A lot of symbolism. And that's another... Guys, remember when I first came out, those of you that are here, I was like, hey, let's learn how to break down symbols, you know? Once you wake, it's hard not to see every manipulative move they do. 100%. 100%. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You're just like, it's everywhere, and you're like, holy crap. Mark Passio helped you a lot with the symbols. Yeah, cool. Once you see it, it's everywhere. Like I see like a Budweiser commercial and for a billboard. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Baphomet right there. Just it's everywhere. You know their games. Yep. Bill Smith too. Bill Smith is back, right? And how they speak. Yeah. Coded language. You can't even listen to song lyrics without breaking them down. Great, congrats. You're woken up and you're seeing things without just taking them for granted. That's great. I can swivel in my chair anytime. They talk about the Illuminati. Who, Tracy? Who talks about the Illuminati? Yeah, the cult people, there's a lot of, from my personal interactions with them, there's implied stuff, and they will say it, and their eyes will get kind of weird, and they'll be like, oh, okay. Because they don't want to actually say the real thing. When they talk, they refer to the Illuminati and not the Americans. Oh, interesting. The Democrats? Interesting. Have I looked into the Tartarian Empire and the Mud Flood? No, I never have. That seems interesting, though. It does seem interesting. It's crazy. Here, I'll write that down. Check it out later. Tartarian Empire, Mud Flood. Cool. Saul Alinsky tactics. Oh, big time. Big time. It's kind of funny, though. Trump is using those same tactics against them. So, turnabout is fair play. He sure is the master chess player. Yeah, big time. Big time. Oh, you joined the Telegram yesterday. Cool. Yeah, it's nice that I can share links without Twitter. I kind of regret not setting that Telegram up. And the very first thing, like, when I still had Twitter, that was, wish I could do that one over again. You just signed up for WG1WGA. Okay, cool. Yeah. It looks like they're, it looks like it could be pretty cool. What's Telegram? Telegram is a messaging app. It's an encrypted messaging app. You can make calls on it, encrypted calls. You can have big group chats. Telegram is awesome. Oh, thanks. You're my Telegram. Awesome. Thank you. It's like a way better iMessage. Do I follow David Wilcock and Corey Good? I don't. I used to follow David Wilcock back in like 2011, 2012. And he was getting bad intel, and he was running around with Ben Fulford's info, which was, he was saying Obama was going to do all this stuff, and that Obama was like this great dude, and I was like, does that mean I hate David Wilcock? No, I don't care. I just don't follow him. That's all. A lot of New Age movement leaves you very sus, and it should. But to David Wilcock's credit, he did kind of denounce, what was that, Gaia? Was that the platform? He said they were like into some weird Luciferian stuff. Oh, awesome. Yeah, you're very welcome. T1 Medicine, you're very welcome. Why can't people see Barry Soetoro's blatant treason? We're dealing with people that still think Trump colluded with Russia. Guys, these are not free thinkers. They're not thinkers. They're blinded sheep. Exactly, Crystal. They're not thinkers. And if you try to pierce their worldview with facts, they sometimes respond, they get mad. They're like, stop. It's hard to wake up people who are militantly ignorant. They're like, I'm ignorant and proud, and I only do what other people tell me to do. It's hard to wake those people up. You know a lot of people like that still? They believe what's written on the barn wall. Yep. Like trying to wake up Antifa. Yep. Yep. It's difficult. What's it gonna take for those people? I feel like you could literally show them footage of bad stuff you want to fill in the blank, but you could literally show people footage. They'd be like, oh no, that's fake. It's like they're just so unreceptive. You're always suspect when people start worshiping people like Obama, pastors, etc. Yeah, me too. And by the way, that's like, when I first came out in the very beginning, I was like, guys, this isn't about me. Let's not make this a cult of personality. Not what it is. Just like, let's talk about stuff, right? So people get blinded. I think about all the people blinded by Hollywood. They're like, oh, the stars. Oh, you know? Look at old Beatles concerts. The girls like, You know, a lot of Catholics who won't believe the... Oh my gosh. Who don't believe the Catholic Church is full of... yeah. Yep. That is... People don't want to know the truth. That's that's one of the hardest things to overcome, is people don't... They literally don't want to know. They will tell you, I don't want to know. I would rather live in ignorance. It's been said many times. They would rather be ignorant. How do you overcome that? I dealt with it with my dad. I was like, hey, here's a list of videos, like, broaden your horizons. You're like, I don't have time to be on the internet all day and research. And I'm like, you watch TV, right? You have ideas. Do your ideas hold up to scrutiny? Here you go. Like, and then I was like, all right, I can't deal with this anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. Kudos to the walkaway guy. Yes, kudos to the walkaway guy. Kudos to the walkaway guy. It is happening. People are waking up, but a lot of people are just, they want to remain ignorant. And if someone tells the truth, they get mad. They get mad. You have to plant seeds. Yes, you have to plant seeds. 100%. Love Brandon Straka. Yeah, it's cool what he's doing. I think, Roseanna's doing Jexit now. We're seeing, guys, we're seeing Jewish Civil War this year. It's Jewish Civil War, and Trump is smart what he's doing. He's like, I love Jews, which is great, because I'm sure he does love the good ones. The ones who call themselves Jews, but are not Jews, but are the synagogue of Satan, those guys are freaking out. Those guys are freaking out big time. And this Somalian congresswoman, she has a lot of dumb ideas, and I would never vote for her. But she's bringing up Israel, and a lot of what she's saying about AIPAC is true. They have steered our policy big time, right? It's true. Omar. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, great, I don't like her, but she's doing something important right now. She's getting this, like, hey, can we talk about AIPAC? Right? It's getting it out there, so. And it's destroying the Democrats. It's destroying the Democrats. Which is fine by me. Trump is really smart, because everything he doesn't like, he's shoehorning them into the Democratic Party. Just like, shit. His re-election is going to be the biggest cakewalk you've ever seen in your life. And I still think 50 out of 50. 2020. 50 for 50. Which I called in 2017. Tulsi is setting the example for what the Democratic Party should be. Yeah, Tulsi, she has a lot of good things to say. She has a lot of things. I think her immigration policy is pretty crap. But she does, yeah, I mean, give me Tulsi. If I had to choose between Maxine Waters, Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, or Tulsi, it'd be easily be Tulsi. But Bernie, oh man, Bernie had a pretty good crowd over the weekend. Dude, I still can't believe how many people give credence to Bernie. After what he did in 2016, it's... what's it going to take to wake up millennials? To burst the bubble. Burst the bubble. That's what it's going to take. Millennials, by the way, are fucking pussies. They avoid conflict like nothing else. They are so afraid of conflict. I think, well, Yeah, they're so in debt from college. They've been massively indoctrinated. Yeah, they have. They have very bigly. We all have. We all have. But they have, yeah, big time. Big time. We are awake now. That's right. Disney owns everything in media. They own a lot. Disney is awful. Disney is awful. I'm not blanketing all millennials into one bracket, but you know it's true. Millennials born after 90s, I think that's Gen Z. When Q says Democratic Party will cease to exist, I wonder what it will... Because, like, they're all getting locked up. It's bad. It's bad. And, Trump cleaned house in the Republicans. All those congressmen that didn't run for re-election. You loved what Vincent Kennedy said about the future unifying mankind. Yes. Yep, me too. Yep. Trump, you know what? Trump took over the Republican Party and made it into his own thing. He made it into the MAGA party. And that's quite a feat. Because nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him. The Democrats didn't want him. The Republicans didn't want him. They fought against him in the primaries, big time. So he's just like, da-da-da-da-da. Swoops in like, no, you gotta go. By the way, we're losing all the racist crap. Because let's not get it twisted. There have been racists that are Republicans. There's racists on the Democrats too, but, he came in like, no, we're getting rid of this crap. So we like this, we like this, we like this. We don't like that. The two-party system become obsolete. Well, at least in the next election, I think it's going to be a bloodbath. All that red. The Republican Party was weak. They had nothing. They had no leadership. They had a bunch of fake leaders like Paul Ryan who were selling America out. So they were ripe for a hostile takeover. There's bad on both sides. Dems are just worse. Yeah. He's way up in the polls today. Yeah, so good to see you, El. Take care. Take care. I think I'm going to get going here in a minute, too. But I love y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for joining me. If you see a shill, tell him I said hi. Do a hug. Oh, hugs for the family. See you later. Maybe we'll have some exciting stuff to talk about. Take care, everybody. Love you.
Thanks for watching. I should let you know there's plenty of great free resources and information being added to the Eyes Wide Shut Telegram group regularly. I post any news or other updates I think are relevant to the great big elephant in the room too. I've also started adding more bonus and other raw and unfiltered content to Patreon. For some things, paid members will have early access, but otherwise most of everything will always be available to all members, including the free tier. All the links can be found in the description. I want to mention once again that not everything in this video is a reflection of my own personal thoughts, opinions, or beliefs, and that any allegations in this video cannot be claimed as fact unless decided by a court of law. This has been for research, archival, and educational purposes only. I do not condone any hate speech, harassment, witch hunting, or violence against any persons mentioned in this video or in general. Please use your discretion, do your own research, and draw your own conclusions. I'll be continuing my crusade for the common denominators of truth, so keep your eyes wide open and make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.